going on, everybody? So I had my truck since January 6, 2014, and it's just about to hit on 100,000 miles. You guys can see right there, 99,793 miles. So I'm gonna do a 100,000 mile oil change right now because I have time. It's only 200 and something off of 100,000. So it's been a while. I haven't had any major issues with this truck so far. You guys saw a video I did a while back where my discharge hose from my AC it had a small puncture on it. That's about as big as an issue I had in this truck. Slight vibration, but nothing too major like I seen. So I already took off the cap for the oil. I hate how they designed this because you can't get a regular funnel in there so you can pour your oil, so you have to use one of these super long funnels, and it works perfect. It just sits up there and you pour it in. But right now I'm gonna go under the truck, loosen the bolt to drain the oil, remove the oil filter, put the new one, etc. So let's get under there. Alright, so got my 15 millimeter, got my tray down here to catch the oil. I'm just gonna undo this one. If it's in the correct position. Yep. It's a little tight. It's coming out. I think the hardest part in this truck is getting the filter out. That thing's a pain in the ass, but this ain't that bad. Luckily my truck is a little tall as well, so I don't need to lift it or anything to get under here, and I'm a big guy, so that's pretty good. I usually do my oil changes every 5,000 miles. The dealership gave me the free oil changes for 2 years or 20,000 miles. That ran pretty quick. I drive usually like 100 miles daily to and from work. So we're gonna wait till that drains out, and then we'll move up to the front side to remove the oil filter. While we let that drain, I know the manual says to do a transmission oil change, automatic transmission oil change at 97,000 miles. So I'm going to be doing that probably in the next month. So stay tuned for that. Probably going to drop the pan, switch the gasket, oil filter if accessible according to the manual. Change spark plugs also at 97,000 miles. So I need to do that as well. But for now we're going to focus on the oil change. To get to the filter, you guys can see it up there. It's I had to crawl in through this through where the lower control arm is at. I have to get even further to the front of the truck, stick my hand through here, twist it off. So it's a pain because I don't like to remove this thing. It's just a lot harder, so I'd rather just stick my hand in there and access it through there. So I'm gonna let it drain a little bit more before I put the plug back in, or the bolt, and then I'll move over to the front side. Alright, I'm gonna undo the filter. I got my hand in here. I threw it in through the lower control arm, but the filter is right over this little cavity right here. So I'm just gonna twist it. Got my pan on the bottom to catch the oil. I'm gonna use my other hand to help. This thing's on there good. As soon as it starts coming off, it just comes off. The hardest part is twisting it the first time. Need some more space. There it goes, it's coming. and just let it drain for a little bit. And I usually always have some paper towels with me to clean up the oil that's getting stuck everywhere. I'm gonna drop the filter in here face up so it doesn't catch any more oil. Hopefully it stays face up. So that's pretty much it. Insert the new filter and just tighten it up so you don't have any leaks. And then we'll go up to the engine bay to pour some oil. I did forget to tell you guys that I usually recommend lubing up the gasket in the filter before you put it back in. This oil I'm gonna use full synthetic 530. That's what my truck requires. So it's 6 quarts. I'm gonna start up with this with the 5, and then we'll check and then add the extra quart. Considering that the truck is at an incline, you can kind of see the level. This side looks more marked than this side, but I can see that tip is just barely being covered. This middle piece, that's a full quart from the beginning to the end, so that means it probably needs like half a quart. So I'm gonna clean it up, try it again. And then again, my truck is at an incline, so that could also be making it seem different. I did turn on the truck so the filter could get full of oil. So we're just gonna dip it again and see what we get. Dipstick came out dry, so I am gonna add the full quart. Alright, so I added the 6 quart. I'm gonna stick in the dipstick and to check the oil level. Goes in and give it a little spin and try it out. It looks like the whole stick is full of oil all the way to the last ridge. So that's about it. That's a full 6 quarts, so it looks to be good. And again, it's at an incline, so maybe once it's leveled it'll go down a little bit. But let's go inside the truck to reset the oil gauge, or the oil thingy. Alright, so you guys know I have this badass controls here, you know, that little knob right here. So we're gonna go to the remaining oil, press and hold to reset, go to yes, and then it's done. And then that's it for my 100,000 mile oil change. So stay tuned for the next one, guys. I'm gonna be doing the oil change on the transmission, spark plugs, and hopefully today some more electrical stuff on the truck. So we'll see you guys.